President, His Excellency Mahmoud Abbas, the President of the State of Palestine, and the government of Palestine, and the people of Palestine, whether they are in the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and the Gaza Strip. They all send you their greetings and appreciation for the generosity of Ghana and its support to the Palestinian people. I bring thankfulness and gratitude to Ghana's President, Honorable John Dramani Mahama, for the ongoing support to Palestine and his words at the UN, stressing respect to international law and the rights of people for self-determination and the rights of the Palestinian people, and his support to the children of Gaza. I also bring and want to convey thankfulness to the government of Ghana and its Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Samuel Blakwa, for his principled position on the atrocities committed against the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip and the violations in general against the Palestinian people by the occupier state of Israel, and calling the atrocities committed in Gaza genocide, because that is exactly what it is, and he was courageous enough to call it genocide. We look with gratitude to all the demonstrations that have been taking place in Ghana, in Accra, and beyond Accra. And that speaks a lot about the support by the people in Ghana, and for that we are most appreciative. Now, my visit to Ghana is overdue. I should have been in Ghana before, but it's never too late. This is my first trip to Ghana, and I'm sure it won't be the last trip. And the main purpose of this visit, to strengthen bilateral cooperation between our two countries, aiming at further political consultations and probably signing some memorandum of understanding on various areas and issues that would be of interest to both countries, Ghana and Palestine, and also support some official visits from Palestinian side to Ghana and from Ghana to Palestine. I would also like to seize this opportunity, since you are all here, to highlight some issues regarding the current situation in the occupied state of Palestine. In Gaza, today there is a ceasefire, but it's not a complete ceasefire because attacks are still ongoing, albeit not to the extent that was before, but we would like to ensure that this ceasefire becomes a sustainable one. The situation, however, remains volatile. The humanitarian assistance is not entering in the amount it should be, and we need to keep our voices loud on the entry of humanitarian assistance. On the West Bank, the situation is also very volatile. The unleashed illegal settlers, Israeli settlers in occupied territory, do terrorize Palestinian lives day in and day out. And today we see trees uprooted, homes demolished, people attacked, orchards set on fire, and so forth. And various forms of violations of human rights continue. In East Jerusalem, there is encroachment and engulfment of the city, ensuring that there is no access to West Bankers and, of course, the Gazans to East Jerusalem. And today, the incitement on Jerusalemites and the encroachment on the right to worship is mounting. We continue to have over 10,000 detainees in Israeli detention camps, and most of these detainees, if not 99%, are political detainees, political Palestinian prisoners. Today we have 160 countries that have recognized the state of Palestine. We need to keep that momentum amplified. The more recognitions, the better, because it strengthens the legal position of the state of Palestine. Now, what are our priorities? There are priorities for the state of Palestine. Our utmost priority today is to ensure that the ceasefire is sustainable, because any delay in a complete ceasefire means loss of Palestinian life. So we need to, together with our allies, with our friends throughout the globe, to ensure that the Trump peace plan moves forward, there is increase in humanitarian assistance, and immediate relief efforts do take place as soon as possible. We are awaiting the pledging conference that will take place in Cairo within the next 2 weeks, where the world will gather to pledge funding to the relief and reconstruction of Gaza. We would like the crossings to be opened in Gaza so that people can breathe, and those who opt to return can return, and those who need to get medical attention elsewhere do get that medical attention. We want that Israel stops all of its unilateral measures against the Palestinians, and we want to avoid the displacement of Palestinians. Under no circumstances we want Palestinians displaced from Palestine. What we need to have is Palestinians steadfasting on their indigenous land. And that steadfastness, of course, needs pillars for people to steadfast. And we need to move towards the materialization of a free independent state. Today we have the New York Declaration. The New York Declaration stipulated very clearly what needs to be done to take Palestine from where it is today to sovereignty and independence. And we need to push all countries that have endorsed the New York Declaration to take measures as stipulated in that declaration. Our end game, our end goal is peace and security with our neighbors, including Israel. Israel is a state that has been recognized by Palestine, and as such, Israel needs to respect the rights of its neighbors and respect the right and the sovereignty of its neighbors, including that of the state of Palestine. On this visit, I will have several meetings. I would meet with the Vice President in Ghana. I will meet with the Minister for Foreign Affairs. I will have several interviews like this one today. And I had a meeting with Arab ambassadors, a meeting with the Solidarity Group with the Palestinian people. I will meet with Cardinal John Bonaventura. So it is a short visit, but it is definitely a very eventful visit. And today we have a special event, because today we will be honoring a very important personality, a very, very good friend to the Palestinian people and the Palestinian cause. So it's a privilege for me today to, on behalf of President Mahmoud Abbas and the State of Palestine, to honor Kwasi Brat for his relentless advocacy on Palestine and support to the Palestinian people. Excellency Mahmoud Abbas, President of the State of Palestine, Chairman of the Executive Committee of the PLO, has decided to award Mr. Kwasi Brat, President of Ghana Solidarity Campaign for the Palestinian People, a Medal of Appreciation in recognition of his distinguished role in promoting friendship and cooperation between Palestine and Ghana, and in appreciation of his efforts in supporting the Palestinian people and their just cause for freedom and independence. Signed in Ramallah 2025 by the President.